Spoilers.
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 Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers. I like that word.
I thought you might.
Hello everyone, so it's been a while, but welcome back to another episode of Did You Know? Ever since the show's return in 2005, fans everywhere had been eagerly anticipating to see how the 8th Doctor regenerated into the 9th Doctor. However, with the inclusion of the War Doctor in the 50th anniversary special Day of the Doctor, we did finally get to see how the 9th Doctor came into being, even though it was only very brief. However, this obviously wasn't what fans had been expecting. So did you know that the original 8th to 9th Doctor regeneration was never actually planned to be shown on TV, but instead was going to be realised in comic form? Originally, the idea was to have taken place during the 8th Doctor comic series The Flood. The graphic novel version of this reveals some very interesting details, including some proposed concept art of the newly regenerated Doctor in his predecessor's clothes. The original plan was to have the 8th Doctor and his companion of the time, Destry, arrive in 2005 and face off against the Cybermen in an adventure which would see the Doctor regenerate into his 9th incarnation. So why did this never happen? Russell T Davies had given Doctor Who magazine, who were running the comics at the time, his blessing to depict the regeneration from the 8th Doctors to the 9th Doctors, thus bridging the classic series and the new series. However, one of Davies' stipulations was that the newly regenerated Doctor should not be travelling with any companions, leaving the way open for Rose to join the 9th Doctor in the new television series. Unfortunately, the creative team behind the comics were unwilling to kill off Destry or have her leave the Doctor. Several other suggestions were made, such as having a 9th Doctor Year 1 series in which Destry and the 9th Doctor adventured together before she left him. However, again, this was never agreed upon. While some of the proposed comic stories for this 9th Doctor Year 1 would later be reused and remade to feature the 9th Doctor and Rose, it means that this comic regeneration never happened, and fans would have to wait another 8 years before they finally got to see exactly what happened. And that brings to a close another Did You Know? As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helped me a lot, and be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. If you like comics, then you'll like what I've got there. It's an exclusive webcomic and rewards for those who support it, and the funding generated by my Patreon goes towards me funding future videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.